How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Say happy STD Friday to all yous. Y'all come on in, sit right on down, finna have a good time. We finna slide on through it, give you that news, do what we do around here. How y'all doing on Willie Williams? Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the midday news show around here in these streets. Y'all will try to get to 500 real quick as fast as we can. That is the goal of the show. 500 plus. The 229 Albany, Georgia is in the building. Say New Jersey is in the building. Say the 732 is in the house. Say good evening, nephew. Say this auntie. Say time to play with Willie. That's what's up. Say hey, Sugar. The 912 Savannah is in the building. Say the 313 is in the house. 517 is in the building. The D is in the building. Say what up, though, Willie? What's happening? The Bronx, New York is in the building. Say oh, Papa, let's get these 30 minutes of fire. That's what's up, man. Y'all come on in. Say Chi-Town is checking in. Say Brooklyn Strong is in the house. The ATL is in the building. Say shout out to African K all the way from Baltimore, Maryland. Dade County is in the house. Say the 407 is in the building. Say Sacramento is in for these 30 minutes of fire. What they do. Say hey, Sugar, how you doing? Say the 504 is in the building for these 30 minutes of fire. Say watch 2316 and your 9 on STD Friday. That's what's up. The 334 the Gun Monkey Town is in the building. Say happy STD Friday. Say congregation. That's what's up. You say can I get my damn it? I missed it. I'm going to slide it back down in a few seconds. Listen, it's STD Friday. Y'all go ahead on and get it in. Today is the day that you live for yourself. You stop living for other people. You live for yourself. I'm trying to tell you, once you die, you're dead. You own your own at the funeral. You own your own at the funeral. Say, hey, one of the Bronx is up in here for that fight. Say, hey, chat family, how y'all doing? Man. I appreciate y'all for finding the player. I guess that the notifications came on out, and even if the notifications don't go out, we still be popping Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock. And 8 o'clock. So even if you don't get a notification, just come around here and check on the player, see if a player around here. Listen. Y'all tell somebody about the player, man. I really do appreciate that right there. Y'all, let's go on and jump on into it. I know a lot of y'all is at work, and I appreciate y'all being at work. Remember, do not get caught. Do not get caught out here. Your first verbal warning, try not to get that right there, because after that, it go down here. You know what I'm saying? You can work your way out of a job, and we don't want that there to happen, because you got to take care of you and yourn out here in these streets. Don't let nobody trick you out your paper out here in these streets. Hold on. I got to take you. Wait, that'll be Miami. I got to take it to Florida, my state. Stay in your ground state. But bitch, go home state. Please don't run up. We in fifth of our life state out here in these streets. Be careful. Be careful when you come down to Florida. Dade County. Here you go.
Well, a tourist from New York is speaking out. This after being beaten and robbed at gunpoint while visiting here in South Florida. Corey Blanchard took a trip to South Florida last month for a Miami Dolphins game. But before he could even make it to the game, he was brutally attacked inside of his hotel room. The 44-year-old says he got a knock on his door at about 5 in the morning. When he opened it, he found a woman there in the hallway asking for someone else. That's when Corey says everything changed in an absolute flash. A man shoved his way into the room, pointing a gun at Corey's head.
I just kept telling him I don't have anything, and he's like, where's your money? I'm like, I don't have it. I was trying to be loud so like maybe the neighbors or somebody would hear it. And he just kept telling me, shut the F up, I'll effing kill you.
Well, that's when Corey says the man pistol whipped him, took his cash, keys, and electronics, and then took off. Corey was left with several gashes on his head that needed stitches, and he says he stays up now thinking about this at night. The attackers have yet to be found. If you have any information that can help out, you are urged to call police.
We gonna run it back.
Well, the tours from
we gotta run it back. Shout out to Lavaris for the $2 cash app. Say looking for 4 hell bumps while blowing them booty tonight. Y'all know we got to get it in. Do not be afraid. Do exactly what you want to do. Remember, live your best life. Let's run this back real quick. Look.
New York is speaking out. This after being beaten and robbed at gunpoint while visiting here in South Florida.
Okay.
Corey Blanchard took a trip to South Florida
about to tell you where he failed at, but go ahead.
Month for a Miami Dolphins game. But before he could even make it to the game, he was brutally attacked inside of his hotel room. The 44-year-old says he got a knock on his door at about 5 in the morning.
Stop. Who up at 5 in the morning on vacay? The only way you up at 5 o'clock in the morning is if you just left the club and you done made it back to your hotel room. So who is up at 5 in the morning? Another problem that we have, and another problem that this person have, and a whole bunch of players be having, because we put things past somebody who is holding the monkey. That's our biggest problem, because we do not see or deem females as a threat. We do not look at them as a threat. And because the female is knocking on your door at 5 in the morning, you may feel like, oh snap, what's going on? I'm about to go on and get that right there. And you mess around and you get that right there.
When he opened it, he found a woman there in the hallway asking for someone else.
Getting brutally beaten out here in these streets. Slacking, slipping out here in these streets.
That's when Corey says everything changed in an absolute flash. A man shoved his way into the room, pointing a gun at Corey's head.
I just kept telling him I don't have anything, and he's like, where's your money?
You can tell them whatever you want to. They came down for damn it, they had been watching you. They had to have been watching you, and they had to also know which room you was in. Hey, it may be an inside job. Those folk on camera, they may be working with the people down at the front desk. Somebody know your room.
Where's your money? I'm like, I don't have it. I was trying to be loud so like maybe the neighbors or somebody would hear it. And he just kept telling me,
Yeah. Like, who answers the door at 5 a.m.? Unless it's like the police or something like that right now. Shout out to Leslie for the $5 super chat. Say I hit that like button by mistake and it's the right thing to do. That's what's up. Appreciate that.
Shut the F up. I'll effing kill you.
Well, that's when Corey says the man pistol whipped him, took his cash, keys, and electronics.
So you did have some money. Shout out to Marcus B for the $2 super chat. He say, me and the 45 ACP say always answer the door together 24/7. I'm trying to tell you something. Listen, and it's strange. He from New York and came to Miami slipping.
And then took off. Corey was left with several gashes on his head that needed stitches, and he's...
Yep, because when you typically get beat inside your head with a pistol, you typically will need stitches. Yeah.
Says he stays up now thinking about this at night.
He stayed up right now because he's in shock. He's been shell-shocked, PTSD, and all that fly stuff right there. But this is a learning lesson to you all, and the only help that I can give is don't open up a door at 5 a.m. while being a tourist. Moving right along, ain't even much gonna hold you. Y'all keep letting it, y'all don't look at every human being as a possible problem. You gonna let the female slide. Is you not watching the Willie Williams show? The females damn near doing more killings, more setups, more harm than males are. But because the male bust him in the head a couple times, he will still look at the male as more of a threat instead of the one who he had to open up the door or who he chose to open up the door for. She was the biggest threat, not the one who was beating you upside your damn head. I'm trying to tell you something. Look here, moving right along. Ain't even much gonna hold you. We gotta go to high school. We gotta go to the high school. Listen, we got a 14 and possibly a 15-year-old who sought up or who called in the fake shooting at a school. This is another one. I think we done about 3-4 of these fake calls about the school shootings and stuff like that right now. Here we go.
Adam, thank you. It has been a week to the day since the deadly shooting at Ingram High School. The 14-year...
Oh, it has been a week to the day. Okay. Oh, so this is an update. Go ahead, go.
Year-old shooting suspect and his 15-year-old accomplice are expected in court this afternoon.
Yeah, we talked about the 14-year-old. Yeah. But they finna say something else like that.
So the 14-year-old is charged with premeditated first-degree murder. Fox 13's Dan Griffin live outside Ingram High School this morning. And Dan, we are learning a lot about what led up to the shooting.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, I thought that this was another one because there is another one about the prank calls to the schools and stuff like that right there. But this is an update of the school shooting, the 14-year-old and stuff like that. We talked about this, I think it was last week or something like that. But go ahead.
Some court documents. Dan, good morning.
My bad, I got it mixed up.
Good morning to you, Brian. Yes, so we know a 17-year-old boy was shot to death here at Ingram High School. It unleashed shockwaves of sadness, anger, and a demand for changes across the district to protect students. You can see that memorial here even this morning. Well, later today, the two that police say were involved will face a judge. New court documents give us a look at the weapon investigators found in the book bag of one of the teenagers connected to the murder of their 17-year-old peer. Investigators say they arrested the 14-year-old suspect and his 15-year-old.
He got an extended clip right here. That look like an extendo. Go ahead.
Accomplice who was carrying the gun as they tried to get away from the scene last week by taking a Metro bus.
They shoot up. They shoot at the school, and their getaway vehicle is public transportation.
Documents reveal the shooting was caught on camera and say the shooting started as a fight in the bathroom between the 17-year-old and 14-year-old, as well as several other students. Charging documents reveal the reason for the fight was apparently over the gun itself. The 15-year-old had it, and the 17-year-old reportedly wanted it. Now
15-year-old had, 17-year-old wanted it, and the 17-year-old got it.
They say the shooting happened in a hallway after the students passed each other, with the victim getting shot in the back. And what's really concerning, though, is that prior to this, officials say that a teacher tried to warn people about what was going on. Court documents say it.
Say, I remember you took a book bag with books to school, not an extended clip. The world is a different place. Yes, it is.
Teacher reported to security concerns about the shooting suspect. This was about 20 minutes before those shots were fired. So the 14-year-old, police say, pulled the trigger, is charged with first-degree premeditated murder, first-degree assault, and second-degree unlawful possession of a firearm. The 15-year-old is charged with second-degree unlawful possession of a firearm and first-degree felony rendering criminal assistance. King County prosecutors have filed a motion asking to move that murder case to adult courts.
Nope, I didn't do the video about the the chick that got killed by the cops in Detroit. Or maybe I have. I'm gonna have to look back. Listen, I'm doing so much to where I tend to forget if I've done it or not, because it's so many stories that are almost identical.
Well, if we don't ask for it initially, and when I say initially, if we don't ask for that with the filing of charges, we lose the opportunity to. And so what that means is...
Yeah. They is trying to charge it. This is what I had to talk about. Go ahead.
Well, if we don't ask for it initially, and
damn it, I ain't back it up good enough. Hold up. Right here.
14-year-old, police say, pulled the trigger, is charged with first-degree premeditated murder, first-degree assault, and second-degree unlawful possession of a firearm. The 15-year-old is charged with second-degree unlawful possession of a firearm and first-degree felony rendering criminal assistance. King County prosecutors have filed a motion asking to move that murder case to adult courts.
There you go. Remember, when a crime is done, we ain't got no problem with trying to charge them as adults. So now they're adults because they committed a crime. That means that they had the cognitive ability to understand right and wrong. They knew what they were doing was wrong, right? So now they are adults. But when it comes down to hunching, they don't have the cognitive decision-making skills to choose who they want to hunch. They're not adults. Go ahead.
If we don't ask for it initially, and when I say initially, if we don't ask for that with the filing of charges, we lose the opportunity to. And so what that means is even if there's a conviction, that this person would be out of custody.
Say, come on, Willie, get it together. Where's your crime-fighting head at today?
At age 21 with no terms. And, back out on the streets at age 21. And some people would...
If they don't charge them as as adults. They can only go up to the age of 21, and then they'll be back on the streets is what they're trying to tell us. Go ahead.
Say that doesn't feel like enough. Ultimately, what we're asking is for a judge to look at the totality of the facts and determine which court is appropriate. By at least asking for it, it gives a judge an option to hold somebody beyond age 21 if a judge finds that appropriate. They might not, but ultimately we lose that opportunity if we don't ask for it today.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they say a judge will ultimately decide if the 14-year-old's murder case should be moved to adult court following a hearing specifically on that matter. So they also say the 15-year-old's case will stay in juvenile court, and it's not possible to move that case to adult court under state law. So as of right now, but the 14-year-old shooting suspect and the 15-year-old accomplice are expected to be in court. That's at 1:30 today. They're currently in custody at the Child and Family Justice Center. We're live here at Ingram High School. Dan Griffin, Fox 13 News.
Dan,
Adam,
what's up, Dan? Look here, oh, blood pressure is good, 123 over 84, about what? That was about 999, something like that right there. Shout out to Nee for becoming a member. I appreciate that right there. And if anybody else would like to become a member, go ahead on and click the join button up under what you're watching right now. I do understand if you're on the Apple product that you can't do it, that you got to wait until you get to a real computer or Android. Appreciate the warmth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Michael for the $15 cash out for Happy STD Friday. I appreciate that right there. Appreciate that right there. Y'all, we got a real domestic love situation right here. Don't need much word about it. I am bringing it to you live. Appreciate everybody who is new around here, who is enjoying what we do around here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Bam, bam, bam. I got it. Ladies, I've been trying to tell y'all. Just because. Hold up. Ladies, I've been trying to tell y'all, just because y'all want to separate and divide, don't mean that your significant other want to separate and divide. There's always somebody who don't want to separate and divide. Shout out to London for the $5 super chat. Say, when I was in school from 1st to 8th grade, say I had a brick in my book bag and to fight. Whoa. I had a book in my book bag. I had to fight. Seems like every day, say 9th on up, went to knives and guns. Wow, Jesus. Oh my God. That's just dangerous. Here we go. Listen. A lot of us live the rough life out here in these streets, believe in me. Listen, a woman was going through a divorce. Now she's going through a funeral. Here we go.
A woman accused of running a sex trafficking.
It's the wrong one. Damn it,
Well, developing now, detectives in Broward County are sweeping for clues in search for this woman who suddenly went missing. Her family tells us she was last seen Thursday night, but has not been heard from since.
I put it on the whole funeral. Just in my mind, I don't think that she made it, but she's missing. She's missing. We need your help.
That's right. They say that she was in the process of actually getting a divorce before her disappearance, too. They're fearing for her safety. Local 10's Joseph Ojo, he's been following this story all morning long. We're going to go live to him with the developing details. Ojo.
Good morning, guys. And this was the last area that 39-year-old woman was said to be. This morning, we have seen a number of Broward County Sheriff deputies actually focusing their attention on a home they put up, even a crime scene tape, and now the family of that woman is pleading for a safe return.
She was going through a divorce. She missing. Do the husband still got her? I don't know.
I really just want my sister to come home.
Overnight, Broward County Sheriff deputies intensifying their search for missing 39-year-old Mimos Doseo. Saturday night into Sunday morning, a large deputy presence could be seen outside a home along Northwest 30th Avenue near 5th Street, the last place detectives say the missing woman was seen in unincorporated Broward County.
That's torture. That's torture, man. I don't think any individual should go through that. I wouldn't even put that on my worst enemy, is to not know where their loving family member is.
Doseo's brother, speaking to Local 10.
You say they found her?
Saying he has so much questions about his sister's whereabouts and that he is concerned for her safety.
We don't know if she's alive, if she's gone. We don't know. And that's troubling.
He tells us his sister was in the process of divorcing her husband. They last heard from her on Thursday, and they found her phone and credit cards but haven't been able to make contact with her.
So there's no reason for her to disappear knowing that she has that much love. If she disappears, she's not smashing her phones and leaving herself without credit cards, without debit cards.
Sunday morning, our cameras rolling as deputies put up yellow crime scene tape around the home they have been focusing their attention on. Detectives say Dulceo is about 5'5" tall, weighs around 170 pounds, has black hair and brown eyes.
Want her body back home with her family.
So once again, that 39-year-old woman was last seen in this area on Thursday. If you do have any information that can help deputies, you are urged to give them a call.
Urge to give them a call. You say that the body done been found. You ain't lie about that right there. Let me go ahead on and put it on up. The body done been found. Listen, I just be having so much news out here in these streets. Ooh, shout out to my media brothers and sisters out here for being on the job, because then it allows me to be on the job. They say that they done found that baby. Let's see what kind of find they talking about, though.
Right now, where a disturbing discovery has been made as investigators search for the body of missing Broward County woman Mimos Dulceo. Her husband is charged with her murder. Her body was found in northwest Miami-Dade, and that's where CBS 4's Peter Dench is tonight.
Now, Peter, you rushed to the scene as soon as we heard something was happening and something was found. What have you learned?
Shout out to Sonya for the $17 Cash App STD Friday, baby. I appreciate that right there. Here we go.
Well, Elliot and Lauren, we can tell you that we learned about this just a few hours ago. BSO has been searching different locations in South Broward and the Miami-Dade Broward line all day. Now, taking a look at some new video right here from Chopper 4, this is where they located the body of a female a few hours ago at Northwest 55th Avenue at 204th Street. So far, they are not officially confirming they have recovered the body of Mimos Dulceo, but they say the body was found during the search. Miami-Dade police are also assisting. BSO also searched an area near Sheridan Street at US 27. Dulceo was last seen on
Shout that baby out for having her real, though.
Thursday, and a new arrest report has new details about their messy divorce and how they were seen yelling at each other. Pacheco was...
Oh, that's a Pacheco. Okay. Go ahead.
In bond court charged with second-degree murder. Their next-door neighbors tell us they are stunned.
He was actually really cool, really down-to-earth guy. He talks about dogs and stuff. His wife was awesome as well, but I didn't see anything else coming out of that.
Did you ever see him arguing?
Never. They always had a smile on their face.
So then you gotta ask yourself, what did she do?
I know them. I talked to them the other day. They came over to my house. They are a young couple, 2 families destroyed.
Now, Pacheco in Boncourt was held without bond and was given a public defender. We'll be back at 6 in just 1 hour with an update on the story and the discovery of the woman's body. We'll also have new details from a new arrest report. We are live in Northwest Miami-Dade. Peter Dench, CBS 4 News.
4, 3, 2.
I wonder what she did. Was she trying? Well, they was going through a divorce thing. Say now he's wearing a suicide suit and everybody's stunned. Yeah, he might not want to, Listen. Why do we try to protect people from trying to kill themselves? I am so confused on that right there. If a person want to go, you should have the right to go. You should not be, nobody should stop you from leaving Earth. No one should stop you from leaving Earth. But y'all got to pay attention when y'all out here trying to separate, and that go for men and women. Listen, we got to be careful when we separating, because that other person don't want to separate. Remember, watch 23:16 your 9 at all times. I'm trying to tell you, people will tell you in the beginning of a relationship that if it kind of falls apart, I'm going to go my way and you go your way. Listen, we be lying. Not all, but we be lying out here in these streets. I'm trying to tell you something, because we will tend to show how much we really, really care about you and how much we really can't live without you. Shout out to the people who love like that. I can't live without you, bitch. All right. Okay. Break up. Divorce. You leaving? Separate, divide. All right. We gonna be separate. You gonna be separated from Earth. I'm trying to tell you something. Shout out to Houston for the $2 super chat. You say, Hell says 80's only thing she missing is the hoop earrings out here. Yeah. Listen, them hoops would have been popping on that baby. You know what I'm saying? But now she done lost her life and player gone to jail. Hell, moving right along. We ain't gonna pretend to care. Moving right along, we're not gonna pretend to care. Look. Y'all know them folks was lying. See if y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know them folk out here were lying, and my media brothers and sisters is talking about it. Them folk out here were lying to y'all and lying to us. We pointed it out the other night where I had to cut it short. I had to cut it short because I was feeling a little woozy, a little dizzy. I don't want to say woozy because it sounded like I was on them essential products when I wasn't. But they were lying. We know that they was lying. That's why we said they was lying. Here you go.
Mexican authorities say a group on vacation in Cabo San Lucas lied about what happened to 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson.
Queen City News first brought you the story about Shanquella Robinson's mysterious death last week. And for the first time tonight, police investigating the case now telling us what they have discovered.
Anchor Morgan Francis has been on this story from the beginning and joins us now live in the studio. Morgan, you spoke with that officer just this afternoon.
Yeah, Brian and Alicia, I did, and we learned that friends not only told the family that Shanquella Robinson had alcohol poisoning, but they also told that to police. City authorities told me that statement was a lie. Tonight, we also spoke with an international attorney who has experience with criminal investigations in other countries about how this process might play out.
Remember, I had done said, well, I wonder if they told the police the same story. Because then if there is, now the police can hold them accountable for lying. Because the paperwork came out, the receipts came out that she ain't had no liquor inside her system. Go ahead.
Thursday, Mexican authorities...
That's obstruction. Damn it, that's obstruction of justice. That's lying. Damn it, that's lying to law enforcement. Go.
He told Queen City News Shanquella Robinson's friends lied to them about what happened to her prior to her untimely death on October 29th. An officer investigating the case says they interviewed two friends at the villa in Cabo who said Shanquella Robinson had alcohol poisoning. The same story her family says they told them.
Have y'all noticed that the picture that they keep showing us is this picture right here? It's her without a shirt on. She's nude up top. I just caught that. This picture right here, she's nude up top and got the hair covering. This the picture. And listen, I hope that the family did not give this picture to the media. Cause this just wrong.
Story her family says they told them.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. They couldn't get a pulse.
It wasn't until her autopsy came back that Mexican police discovered she had a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the uppermost vertebrae. They also didn't see this video showing Robinson get violently assaulted until Wednesday. For that reason, their investigation is still open, and they're looking into her death.
There's a huge financial incentive to keep Cabo open and to keep people feeling safe. So to the extent they can find, prosecute, and incarcerate the people that did this, in my opinion, they're going to try to do it.
Kurt Kearns is an international attorney with experience litigating international crimes and investigations. Some of what he has to say might not be the most promising news.
It's a sovereign state. So that's the first misunderstanding a lot of people have is that, hey, man, if I'm an American and I'm in trouble somewhere, boy, they'll come to my rescue. And the reality is not unless there's a really big interest internationally
Not unless there's a big interest internationally. So y'all going overseas and all that fly stuff, and you think that America got your back like that right there? Listen, if this shit ain't about some import, export, some fentanyl, some heroin or something. If it's not serious, like if it's not, we can come up. You ain't like a real big name person or not. No, not the hell. You see Brittany Griner still in Russia. Go ahead.
In coming to your rescue, because they will not upset.
And she a big name person. And we can't get none from Russia right now because we have been supporting the other team.
International relations with a sovereign nation just to help out.
The police officer investigating the case tells Queen City News if they find evidence that leads to an arrest, they have authority to bring the group back to Mexico and, quote, they will have to answer to Mexican law.
Oh, boy, y'all finna go to jail and prison in Mexico. Hey, that's what's up.
FBI and U.S. State Department say it's not their jurisdiction. It doesn't mean they can't investigate either.
Upon invitation, FBI can come in and assist. Upon, invitation, the State Department can get more and more involved, but it's only upon invitation, i.e., do they want us there?
They got they got to send us an email or a snap, a DM to let us know, us at the FBI, can we come on around there? Other than that, we can't come on around there. Shout out to Houston for the $5 super chat. Say, Willie, I tried to tell you before you got sick that that you didn't read that she fought two of the women /trans, say whatever. Say she fought one and the second choke slammed her. Oh, wow. But listen. People been saying that one of them was trans. I've been looking at other stuff, and it seems to me, no, those was women. The person on the video, they were saying that was a trans. That's a woman. Somebody who came out their mama monkey with a monkey. The name is Desiree or something. There's something. D-E something. But they're saying that is a female. That is a female, but things could change. Things could change. Listen, the family needs your help. The family needs your help. Right now, justice for Quilla out here in the street. They need $100,000. We need $100,000 out here for the family. Listen, man, we need that paper out here. Shout out to Judah Kicks for the $5 super chat. Say, even though this happened in Mexico, the U.S. may still prosecute under extraterrestrial jurisdiction. That's what's up. Is that what you said? Territorial. Terrestrial. We gonna go with that right there, as if they aliens, something like that right there. Jurisdiction out here in this street. We got 14,000. We got the $14,990 so far. We're trying to raise $100,000. We got 471 donors already. So my name is Quilla. Wait, hold on. Let me fix it so I guess y'all can see it a little better than that right there. Cause I don't like how it's showing up when I do the long thing. So my name is Quilla Long, the sister of Shaquilla Robinson. Said my beautiful sister, hashtag Shaquilla Robinson, recently went to a trip to Cabo, Mexico with people that she believed were her friends. Say during this trip, she was found dead. Her associates claim that she died from alcohol poisoning, but the death certificate from the Mexican government contradicts the statement, as it reveals a broken neck and a cracked spinal cord. And at the time of death, which is 15 minutes after she subdued these injuries, the United States government released a statement claiming that no clear evidence of foul play. Yet there is a video circulating of a woman violently attacking Shaquilla. This statement is unacceptable and we are beyond devastated. Say we continue to fight for the truth. Say we face tremendous, unexpected financial burdens and a great deal of pain as we prepare to lay my sister to rest. Any support you can contribute to our legal fees and other critical expenses is greatly appreciated. Say thank you in advance, y'all. We got to get that paper up. We just need 100. We just need 100 because remember the family was advised to get a private investigator, a Sicario, to see what had done transpired out here in these streets. That's what we got. That's what's going on. Moving right along. Ain't need much gonna hold you. That baby died by mistake on purpose. And a lot of y'all be want to go on your little trips and stuff like that. Hell, a lot of y'all is in your own community thinking that people is your friends because they've been your friends for a long time. You think they're your friends because they've been your friends. That's what's up. Keep thinking and not really paying attention to the people who you have around you. Shout out to Judah Kicks for the $5 super chat. Say extraterrestrial. We're going to go extraterrestrial. Jurisdiction is the legal authority of the United States to prosecute criminal conduct that took place outside of its borders. That's what's up. Do you see how we get educated around here at the Willie Williams Show? I appreciate that right there. Appreciate that right there. Y'all, we got to go to parenting, and then we go on and get into the main event. So we got to get on up out of here because we got to talk about us too. Us males be getting beat up out here in these streets. We be going through domestic love relationships and don't nobody want to take us serious. Sad part is us men don't take us serious. That's a problem. So it's our fault. But here we go. We got something different. Bond has been sought for a parent who parents for a couple, a husband and wife who had done adopted, I think, a 7-year-old. The 7-year-old was found dead in the washing machine because of eating snacks or something like that. Here we go.
Well, now to more breaking news. Prosecutors say a child's adoptive parents grew tired of the 7-year-old apparently stealing snacks leading up to the child's murder.
They got tired. They got tired because the child kept stealing snacks. Go ahead. Because y'all gonna ask, well, what did the child do? He was stealing snacks.
Troy Kohler's body was found in a washing machine in spring after he disappeared in July. ABC 13's Courtney Fisher is live in downtown Houston where Troy's parents are expected in probable cause court. Have we seen at least one of them already, Courtney?
Yes, we have. Jermaine Thomas, the boy's adopted father, just appeared in court. His bond was set now at $2 million. Tiffany Thomas, the boy's adoptive mother, did not appear. The judge at one point said she is suicidal right now, but her bond was also set at $150,000.
Stop. You cannot hurry us up past those numbers and the excuse of why she didn't show up in court. I got to bag you up a smidget. Sugar.
Yes, we have. Jermaine Thomas, the boy's adopted father, just appeared in court. His bond was set now at $2 million.
$2 million. $2 million for the male.
Tiffany Thomas, the boy's adoptive mother, did not appear. The judge at one point said she is suicidal right now, but her bond was also set at $150,000.
$150. $2 million. $150. Say you suicidal, but you wasn't too suicidal to kill an innocent child. Yeah. Oh, so a bitch on suicide watch. She can't appear. She can't appear in court because she's suicidal. I can't. Hey. Shout out to Dun for the $2 super chat. He say, as high as groceries are, that's a felony. Yes, stealing snacks can get you killed.
Jermaine is the one who's charged with murder. She is facing a lesser charge of...
He's charged with murder, but go ahead.
...injury to a child. You know, it's been nearly 4 months since all of this happened, this story broke, and just a lot of you were talking about it back in July. That was when the parents first reported their 7-year-old son missing. Of course, now it ends with his murder.
Them as a couple, $50,000, $1.50, man. That baby got $1.50 charge. Do y'all know if 2 people go to rob a bank, 1 go in and kill some people, do y'all know that the driver will get charged with the murder? We do know that, right? If 2 people go rob some and only 1 shoots, both of them will be charged with a murder. Both of them decided to call law enforcement and claim that their child was missing. So that means that the female was in on it, even if she did not do the killing physically herself. $2,150,000. Woo! Shout out to Esther for the $1 cash app. Say, Willie, they call it fetal side. Look it up. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Here we go.
That, according to police. I want to show you video so you can see Jermaine just appeared in court. The 42-year-old father initially told investigators that he was, when he had gotten home from work in July, that his son was missing, that Troy was gone. But detectives say that Jermaine's statements didn't add up, and neither did Tiffany's. According to police paperwork, investigators have surveillance video showing...
So they both lied.
Little Troy playing hide-and-seek by himself on the front lawn the night before he was murdered, and it appears Troy never left that house. He wasn't missing at all. New details about the investigation have come out overnight. The medical examiner ruling Troy suffered from being beaten, suffocated. He possibly drowned.
Beaten and suffocated. Y'all understand? A 7-year-old beaten and suffocated, possibly drowned and all that.
Investigators extracted text messages from the cell phones of Tiffany and Jermaine Thomas. Court paperwork says Tiffany texted Jermaine that she, quote, threatened to put Troy in the stove and turn it on until the little boy finally came clean about eating her oatmeal cream pie.
Oh, shout out to Houston for the $2 super chat. He said they killed for what they also did as kids. Yep, stealing snacks. A 7-year-old got killed over oatmeal cream pie. She threatened to put the boy inside the damn stove because she wanted to know what happened to her oatmeal cream pie. Little Debbie's. Yeah. About them little Debbie's. Big who? What are we talking about? Shout out to Don for the $2.50 cash out. Said, Willie, I sent $2.50 last night and you forgot about me. My bad. I was finna say my condolences. My bad. I am so sorry. I sure enough appreciate that right there. I really, really do. Y'all, listen.
He possibly drowned. Investigators extracted text messages from the cell phones of Tiffany and Jermaine Thomas. Court paperwork says Tiffany texted Jermaine that she, quote, threatened to put Troy in the stove and turn it on until the little boy finally came clean about eating her oatmeal cream pie cookies.
To all you young folks, if your mama them asking you who ate this, who got that, just tell us the truth. We might be tired of y'all stealing. Just tell us the truth. Who ate my oatmeal cream pies? Who had the last ice cream sandwich or something? You know what I'm saying? Who ate my damn nutty buddy, my 3 Musketeers, any of that thing, my fruit roll-ups or something? Who the hell smoked my last joint? You know, stuff like this, important stuff. This boy done got put, but he got a $2 million bond. She got $150,000. And she had in her mind, I'm going to put this in the stove and cut it on bake or broil, whichever one, to get him to tell the truth.
Some of the text messages from Jermaine to Tiffany graphically describe how Jermaine said he was going to kill their 7-year-old adopted son. The court paperwork says that Jermaine allegedly covered Troy's mouth and nose with an unknown object, submerging him underwater.
I got to stop because even the husband with the texting to the wife talking about he about to knock him off and all that fly stuff right there. Don't y'all live together? Why y'all texting each other what y'all gonna do to the little boy? I am glad that y'all text because we need to know. You know what I'm saying? So we can have some evidence. So please, text each other, email each other, record, and upload. Hell, they should have record, and upload what they did to the little boy. In my mind.
Know that, of course, he was found inside their washing machine back in July. I also want to mention there were other bond conditions, both set for both Jermaine and for Tiffany. Neither of them could have any contact with any children under 17 years old. I want to just...
Why they can't have contact with anyone under 17 years old? Because we do believe that the 17 years old can fight back. Like if you try to put them in the stove, like it's harder to put a 17-year-old in the stove. Maybe that's what. Maybe that's why. Shout out to KD for the $2 super chat. You say they stopped getting the check. Something happened. Shout out to Craig for the $1 cash app. KD say stroll back. Pastor say you missed my super chat. That is the one that I just read. I sure do appreciate that right there. My bad, y'all. Damn it, I'm slacking today. Appreciate y'all.
Let's take you to the moment where they talked about the charges. Listen.
Seth was ruled a homicide due to homicidal violence. The autopsy found the complainant had suffered from asphyxiation, possible drowning. The complainant suffered both remote and new blunt force trauma that was indicative of inflicted trauma.
That was the washing machine that they was putting up on the truck. Shout out to Houston for the $2 super chat. Oh, wait. Damn it. I already read that one. Hold on.
Both Jermaine and Tiffany will also have to wear ankle monitor bracelets should they bond out.
Y'all know good as hell well that husband is not getting out. She gonna get out. Shout out to Houston for the $2 super chat. You say, I am claustrophobic. Shit, they wrong. Boy, they put that baby in the washing machine. Not the dryer, the washing machine. Did they cut it on? Did they cut it on, though? Whoo, y'all play too much. But hold up. I got another cause speaking on it too.
And first at 5, the parents of a little boy found dead in a washing machine were supposed to make their first court appearances today, where horrific details came out about the child's last days alive.
Fox 26's Donnelly Keith live in downtown Houston and tells us the boy's mother was not in court. Donnelly.
Yeah. With or without soap. Yeah. That's a good question.
Yeah, we're told mental health reasons kept Tiffany Thomas from today's probable cause hearing.
Mental health, they give a bitch mental health so the husband don't get mental health. They're saying that the husband is the one who killed the child. Wouldn't we look at that or classify that as a mental health problem? Or somebody having a mental health issue if they kill somebody? No. Oh, you got to be female. Go ahead.
But her husband, Jermaine Thomas, stood before the court as details about why he's charged with his son's murder were read.
The complainant died at the defendant's home, and his death was homicide due to homicidal violence.
Here in front of a judge, Jermaine Thomas stood for several minutes as disturbing details about old and new injuries inflicted upon his own 7-year-old son, Troy Kohler, were told to the court.
Scars all over his body, which are indicative of non-accidental inflicted trauma.
CPS confirms Jermaine and Tiffany Thomas adopted Troy in 2019, and court records show earlier this year, CPS conducted 2 investigations after school officials reported possible child abuse because Troy had black eyes and bruises. In July, officers were called to the family's home in Spring.
That boy had black eyes and bruises. They called out the child had black eyes and bruises. Guess who they let the child stay with?
After the parents reported the 7-year-old missing, a deputy found Troy dead in the family's washing machine with a bump on his forehead, blood on his nose and mouth, and
multiple bruising, pattered scars all over the body, facial injuries.
Text messages between the parents about their own son were also read in court, including one that investigators say Mrs. Thomas wrote, saying Troy told the truth about eating her oatmeal cream pies
because she, quote, threatened to put him in the stove and turn it on.
And detectives say a message from Mr. Thomas about the 7-year-old eating his donut sticks.
I need to get the locks. I'm going to end up killing him. You're going to come home and he's going to be hanging from a tree outside, end quote.
One more message said to be from Troy's mom.
I'm so sick of this boy. Like, I'm really tired of him and don't want him in this house no more, end quote.
I'm sick of him. Listen, about them snacks. That baby's sick of that little boy. Sick of him. So, hell, that probably what gave her mental issues.
After months of investigating, Jermaine and Tiffany Thomas were arrested yesterday. Mr. Thomas is charged with capital murder. According to court records, the 7-year-old was likely hit, suffocated, and possibly even drowned. Now, Mrs. Thomas is charged with injury to a child and injury by omission. Her bond has been set at $150,000. Mr. Thomas's bond has been set at $2 million. Reporting live in downtown Houston, I'm Donnelly Keith, Fox 26 News.
That's what's up. Listen, we're not going to pretend to care. We're not going to pretend to care, though. Listen, children, you got to watch your back. Got to watch your goddamn back. Stop stealing. Stop doing what we all did. Stop doing what we all did as children. Cut that there out. Them days over with. Because we didn't get killed for snacking. Not us. Y'all getting knocked off. Shout out to Houston for the $2 super chat. Say Willie on or off. Say my mind is blown. I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey. It's sad out here in these streets. We just got to be careful. Hold on, y'all. Got to be more careful. Give me just a smidget. Okay. Wait. It's okay. Right. Perfect. All right. Y'all finna go on and get into the main event. So we go on to get y'all on up out of here. I would like to say, shout out to Derek D for the $7 cash app. I appreciate that right there. I got one more. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me grab this right here. Shout out to Alicia for the $20 cash app for STD Friday, baby. I appreciate that right there. Listen, we did not even get close to 500. I am just hurt out here in these streets, but it's okay. It's okay because we having a pretty good day in my mind. Here we go, y'all. We got to talk about the main event because this is something that is really, really big, and a lot of people in society, especially, I am going to say especially males. Especially males. Yes, we can put this on women and all that fly stuff right there. Yes, we can because they raise us. But it's us men, though. It's us men that will clown each other. If a friend come to another friend saying that I'm being abused by my little lala, you know what I'm saying? Or she be jumping on me and all this fly stuff and I don't know what to do, you know what I'm saying? We will tend to be clowned. If you say this to females, especially like if you is females in your family, they will almost definitely laugh at you. What do you mean she beating on you? What do you mean that she's abusing you? You a man. You should be able to take anything. Say Willie, capital murder in Texas is the death penalty. That's what's up. That's what's up. You say we just got beat. Y'all go on and put it up on the screen. Behind closed doors, male victims of domestic love. This is something real serious. We have to take things like this serious, but we won't pretend to care. We not gonna pretend to care because if we have not been caring for this long, then we're not gonna care after we see this right here. But this is just bringing awareness to what's going on out here because a lot of people really don't believe that men go through domestic love relationships also. Here we go.
Domestic violence victims suffer in silence, feeling like they can't come forward. And this can be especially true for men in these types of relationships. ABC4's Caleb Aggerly looked into how changing the narrative will help many of them speak up and report it.
Male victims of domestic violence may feel like they can't talk about what they are going through behind closed doors. Experts say they may be afraid to reach out for help because they feel shame or are worried they will be judged.
You say most men get beat by their women.
You were just berated, belittled, put down, degraded.
1 in 2 women will experience intimate partner violence in their lifetime, and 1 in 4 men.
Stop. 1 in 2 women will experience it. Say 1 in 4 men will experience it. Let me tell y'all why. Let me tell y'all why a lot of men go through domestic love relations, having events in a relationship, because we was taught that we should never hit a female. We was taught we should never hit a female back. Society holds us to that standard, and the reason I know why, because they're still arresting men for responding after a female has assaulted him. As long as we keep getting put in jail after we respond to a female hitting us, this will never change. And it's crazy because it's the men who makes the laws, and a lot of these men who make the laws have been in domestic love relationships. A lot of these men have been and is right now being whooped by their la.
Those numbers could be underreported.
Yes, those numbers are underreported. They say 1 in 2 women. They say 1 in 4 men. It's higher than that because we don't come out. It's hard for us to come out because we was taught when you fall off a bike, stop crying, get up. But damn, it hurt. But it hurt though. You know what I'm saying? So give your mama them a pat on the back because they told you you should never pop a bit. Yeah. Tell her, yeah. Thank you, Mom, for telling me not to whoop on this bitch that's whooping on me. Give your mama thanks. That means her fault. Listen, give your mama thanks upward until you got into late high school, and then you heard grown ass men telling you the same thing. Man, don't you ever be hitting on no woman. See, I'm going to say the mamas first because, especially in the dark youth community, y'all single parenting upward over 70%. So I got to blame y'all the most as far as the younger years and stuff like that right there. But once we go to being having a chance to listen to men, because typically mama ain't got no damn man, or she have a couple men's and we really don't get a chance to bond like that right there. So it's hard for us to keep bonding when it's hard for her to keep bonding. I'm trying to tell you something. So then once we hear the men saying it, the grown adult men saying you should never. You a punk if you hit a woman, but she hit me though. You should be able to restrain her and scrap. And those men who told us that was raised by their mammies too. I'm trying to help. Round here at the Willie Williams Show, we do not believe in that right there. We don't believe in jumping on a bit. We believe in defending ourselves at all costs. We believe in jumping on a chick after she done jumped on us. Now we in the belief of that. That's what we stand on that. Round here, pop me, pop you back. Sound like the mess of love to me, but go ahead.
Hesitate to report it simply because, we all perceive men as being these strong male folks, and if you're involved in a domestic violence, they don't want people to view them as being weak. And
told you, we all perceive male as the stronger human, and we perceive the females as the weaker human. For some reason, the females don't understand. No. Let me take that back. Females do understand that they is the weaker vessel, but because they have also been taught that a man should never hit you. That's why I got to give celebration to all these new videos for the past 5 to 10 years where these dudes is not playing with y'all. They knocking y'all in the next week out here for playing. I got to give them thumbs up for having the strength. But having the heart to not just let a chick violate them, to abuse them, because that is abuse. That's physical abuse. and with those dudes who was on camera popping one of these broads after she been done popped them, you still got to do, oh, man, he's soft, man. He wasn't supposed to hit no woman. I applaud you players. Because until they've been held accountable for physically abusing a male, they will continue to physically abuse a male. Shout out to Sean for the $5 cash out. Say goddamn lie, say it's 1 in 10 women, maybe. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, because they be lying about their domestic their domestic incidents. They be lying. Mm-hmm.
It's really not weak.
2 months ago, professional bull rider Demetrius Omar Latif Allen, also known as Ouncy, was killed in what police are calling a domestic violence homicide after he came to Salt Lake City to compete in the Utah State Fair.
Shout out to Houston for the $5 super chat. He say, if a kid has 7 pounds of pressure, can squeeze a trigger, a woman has no chance. Say, my life, not yours. I'm trying to tell you something.
To know Ouncy was genuinely, truly to love him.
LaShawn Denise Bagley, who police say had an on and off relationship with Allen, was arrested for investigation of murder and felony discharge of a firearm. Allen's family says that he was a great light in their lives, and the loss has been extremely difficult.
It's like I'm still in a dream, and I just want to wake up and have him back. It just doesn't seem real to refer to him in past tense.
A man who wishes to remain anonymous shared his story with ABC4 about how he felt abused emotionally and physically.
Stop. I want all y'all good mamas to give yourselves a pat on the back. If you have lost your son to a domestic love relationship because you raised him to not defend himself against a female. You have raised him to not fight her ass back. So congratulations for you losing your son, because if he would have checked the bitch early, he wouldn't have them problems. He wouldn't have had his pictures on the t-shirt, on the potluck at the after party and stuff. Y'all putting containers at the corner stores because you refuse to get insurance. Give yourself a pat on the back. You the best. Shout out to Octavia for being a member for 5 months. Say, I had all boys. Say, I don't agree with a woman putting hands on my sons and vice versa. I'm with it. Listen. To all you players out here, they place hands on you, you place hands back on them.
And controlled for over a decade of marriage.
And behind closed doors, you have no idea what can happen.
Ain't that what I've been saying about pretty much everything? Like, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Some of y'all supervisors and your CEOs and your leads and stuff that's on your job be going through a lot at the crib, and that's why a lot of them make terrible and horrible supervisors, co-workers, because they're going through hell at home and they don't have power at home, so they bring it to work and they exert, I think that's the word I'm supposed to use, big word, I ain't even out in the street, their power over you all.
He says he constantly hoped his relationship would improve, but it did not.
And my normal became daily more and more unnormal.
He describes that he was...
Oh, yeah. Say, Willie, that white girl, that model that killed that black dude is a prime example. Yeah. The Instagram or the OnlyFans model out of Miami who killed her black boyfriend who works out. He ain't want to hit a bitch back.
Kept away from his family and did not feel like he could tell anyone about what he was going through.
To explain what it is I'm in, I just didn't want to do it. I couldn't do it. I was shell-shocked.
And that he could never imagine he would experience what he did.
I was walking on pins and needles on absolute broken glass. I couldn't keep my mind straight.
Now, a lot of people may laugh at him. What you mean you walking on pins and needles in your own house? What, because a little bitch holler? Holler back. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's how we would talk to one another. Shout out to Brother Cam for the $1 cash out. He say, true women beaters say don't hit women. I like that right there. I like that right there. We would call him a little punk. You soft. Don't let that bitch just talk to you like that. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? That's how we will talk to our male counterparts who is going through something like this. That's why we don't tell people.
And eventually the abuse put him in the hospital.
She hit me so hard that it knocked the wind out of me.
Oh no, a woman can't hurt you by hitting you. A child can knock you out. A teenager can knock you out. If a child or a teenager can knock you out, that means a woman can knock you out. A woman can do harm to you. Women's are killers. There's a lot of women who have knocked players off. A whole bunch of them. And we got a lot of stories. We got a lot of stories. Especially y'all be knocking off a children too. So, yeah. Women can't hurt you. She just hit you a little bit. She hit you soft and you gonna hit her with all your might.
Mental abuse also took its toll.
My soul was ripped from me.
But he said men may feel like they won't be believed or they might be trivialized, which is why it can be difficult for them to come forward.
See, a lot of people may also say, well, that's the same thing that women say. I won't be believed. See, ladies, it's a difference when the man say, we won't be believed. Because believe you me, as I'm talking about this here right now, some people is having in their mind set right now that, man, what you mean? What is you talking about? She put you in the hospital with, she was mentally abusing you. What is you talking about? I'm trying to tell you, even back in the day when I was in the street and I saw domestic love relationships, and a player is going through it and shit, we would clown them. So I know exactly. See, we rarely clown a woman who says that she's in a domestic love relationship. We rarely clown her. I'm trying to tell you something. Go ahead.
Do you ever hear about that woman that screams and yells to where that man is deaf? Well, you don't.
Jennifer
You don't hear about it. If it's happening, you're not hearing about it.
Campbell, the executive director with the Utah Domestic Violence Coalition, says men might feel uneasy about reporting if they're experiencing abuse due to stigmas.
Do y'all understand that she is talking to a female about men being abused? I gotta ask yourself. I gotta ask myself. Or you gotta ask yourself. Why they not at a men's facility or a shelter facility talking about men's abuse?
Assuming that it's just one type or one area is actually really dangerous in our narrative as a community because it limits people's understanding of what they could do to help.
She says in order to support victims of domestic violence, we need to listen and believe them.
There are people that are here to help you. They're trained professionals that recognize that domestic violence does impact men.
Do y'all understand a lot of people who is listening to your domestic love cases and stuff, your therapists and all that stuff right there? Do y'all know that there's a lot of them who is in domestic love relationships? Go ahead.
More attention to it.
Salt Lake County Sheriff Rosie Rivera says we need to take a look at harmful biases that could stop men from getting the help they need.
And taking a look at the harmful biases is you people. Well, us law enforcement people. For always believing the chick and seldomly believing the male. It should start there. If a male say, listen, this done jumped on me now. Y'all got to come on around there and pick her up the same way that you would pick up a player if it was vice versa. If it was the other way around. Shout out to Big Moochie for the $4.99 super chat. Say what men needs to do is call the po-po when the woman Put hands on them first. Say women do it to men all day, every day, and all the men did is push her off. You absolutely correct. Remember now, I can remember like in like the early 2000s, they had started the first call, the other one goes to jail. The first call, the other one goes to jail type thing. And then it just switched right back. Because you know what's funny? Because they're going to do their investigation on the spot. They do it really, really quick. And if a man call, they still gonna talk to her and say, well, did he do anything to you? That baby say, yeah, he put his hands on me. He pushed me over there. His ass might be in handcuffs too, man. This shit wild out here. But it has to start with law enforcement. It has to start with law enforcement. I'm trying to tell y'all all across the country, all law enforcement. It starts with you all.
This came up when Ouncie Mitchell was killed. I had a lot of media calling and people calling me and saying, but that doesn't happen. Men aren't victims, but you know, men are victims.
Men aren't victims. Yeah. That's really what society believes. The masses believe that we are not victims.
Our anonymous source says it isn't easy to come forward, but he hopes others do, so they are able to get the support they need and to get out of the abusive relationship.
You put your foot down and say, this is enough. I've hit my brink. I can't do this anymore. Speak up about it and get out of it.
That's a good thing to say, but around here in these streets, we say you bop a bitch back. Bop her back. She bop you, bop her back. And just stand there and look at her. When she punch you in your face, you punch her in her face. When she slap you, you slap her back. And let's see where it goes from there. Use your manly strength to pop her back. And let her know, no. If you don't want to get hit, you shouldn't hit people, baby. You know, but that's how we show love out here in these streets. It is what it is.
If you or someone you know may be a victim of domestic abuse, call the hotline you see on the screen behind me.
If you have ever been in a domestic love relationship, y'all can email me at thewwshow2@gmail.com. If you want to tell your story, I need to go ahead on and start doing that right there. Damn it, I've been saying that I'm going to do that right there. Listen, I might just set up. I keep saying I'm going to do it. I got to find a day to do it. But I'm going to set up a domestic love confession to tell your story. How many of y'all would like to tell y'all story about y'all domestic love situation out here in these streets? I mean, like a real story. We want to make it interesting. We want like a real story. You say, Willie, you did a story where the husband called and they killed him. Remember? I think so. I think I remember that one right there. I really do think that I remember that one right there. But give yourselves a pat on the back because you done made it to the end of the midday news. I appreciate y'all for being around here. We didn't even get close to the 500, but it's all good. Listen, in my mind, I believe that men are abused more than females because the masses of men would never tell. The masses, like 98% of men would never tell. They just would never tell. About 95% of women will tell. At some point, they will tell. About 98% of men, they ain't gonna tell. I'm just saying. Say I like to give you a shout out. Willie say had a good time. Say auntie's out. I appreciate that right there. Say choke, open hand. You know what I'm saying? Because you still care about the person. You know what I'm saying? So. Hey, listen. Unless a lot more men really come out and like we take these type of things to Capitol Hill and all that fly stuff right there, so laws can be changed and females can be held accountable for assaulting men. Until that happens, on a legislation level, I think I said that right. things will remain the same. And if men don't come out and speak on it, things will remain the same. Remember, if you look up a men's shelter in your city, you might not find one. If you look up a woman's shelter, you're going to find more than enough. Shout out to the ATL Unanimous Boxing Sports for the $2 super chat. You say, what if you beat Monkey? Well, nah, that's something that you should do out here. You know what I'm saying? Got to go ahead on and get it on in. See, I used to tell my partner, say, if they put their hands on me, say, I would be the last one. Say, I'd never been hit by a female ever in my life. Hey, oof. Ooh, boy, you done made it through real good. Trying to tell you something. But that's what a lot of you players need to go ahead on and let a chick know up front. You hit me, I'm hitting you back. Shout out to Houston for the $5 super chat. Say, real talk. Say, I call a popo after a lady hit me with my phone because of what she said. Say, popo asked me, what did I do? Say, I had to go through the DA to press charge. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to tell you because they do not believe that a female just actually is beating on men. Shout out to Logan for the $5 super chat. Say, damn, I'm late. Say, was in court. Say, they didn't free my dog. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man, we got to try it again. We got to try to get your dog free again. You got to show up at every other court date. You know what I'm saying? You say, I will beat them like a rag dog with no love. I'm trying to tell you something. I am more important than you. I love me more than you. That's just real talk. I'm trying to defend myself at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. If I got to go to jail behind defending myself, I'm going to jail. Pure point blank, and then we just got to start over from there. Yep. That's what we're going to need to do. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking. Appreciate y'all for joining me. We will be back at 8 o'clock around here for STD Friday for the Nightly News. I appreciate y'all for rocking with the play. I'm going to go ahead and get on up out of here. You say, stop listening to lighter hues. That may be a problem out here in these streets. Listen, players, it's prostate cancer awareness right here at the Willie Williams Show. Say it's just the finger. If your prostate don't work, your meat don't work, you mess around and lose your little la-la. To all the women and the babies out here, the people who came out, they mama monkeys with a monkey, go ahead on and fill on yourself on this Friday. Have somebody else fill on yourself, your side dude, the side chick, whoever in your presence, to fill on you to make sure that you ain't got no bumps. And a lot of times you all can't feel the bumps, so you got to get the thing called a mammogram. You got to get the mammogram so we can take photocopies and all that fly stuff right there so we can see what's in you, so we can try to get it at you. You know what I'm saying? So you can continue to participate out here in the world to the best of your ability. That's what's up. Because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Y'all, I'm going to see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Wait, I thought I had something. Y'all have a good one. Thank you. We got over 400, but we did not get over 500. I appreciate y'all for rocking. I don't push that damn button. Y'all got that. It happens to us too. We get beat.